I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Okay. Very
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
I want to go in this house first. Your drink spilled. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make
The quality of
lousy
the art
homes.
is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. And lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole place? I'm gonna go with number 2. Ha! Something tells me you're gonna be fun to do this job with. Well, this place isn't going to clean itself, far as I know. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? I can certainly try. Much nicer. That's a table I want to see. Now would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? I can try. As I get stuck on the wall. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. I'm gonna go with number 2. A friend dragged me along for a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did I like cleaning my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone's put this couch all in a mess. Would you come out and straighten these pillows here? You know, you're not actually doing any work. You're just, like, standing there and telling me to do stuff. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Yeah, I'll try to get by. You absolutely have to. I'm going number 1. ... No. No, it was stupid, sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come and do that? Why don't you come do that? I'm sorry. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down the best you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. So why go scrub the tub anyways? Okay. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? There's like a book. Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games, his house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
do these chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty. Would you mind tidying it up a bit? Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. I don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? Thanks. I will clean up the books. Oh goodness, these pillows over on the couch are a real mess. Would you go over and straighten them up a bit?
Found some peace.
Can't have these folks coming to a messy couch. Question. Do you enjoy this?
Of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
There were no windows to begin with. It certainly looks like the outside of a prison. Are you sure this guy didn't... And lamppost.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009. Items you love at members-only prices. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationship more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful, I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is so easy. It's so
About halfway
easy.
through the game, the perspective shifts.
Being perfect is effortless. Oh my. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest plan forward? There is no truth, there is no path. Oops. I just hit the wrong button. I am so sorry about that. Do what is easiest, do what is simplest, feel what is true. Nothing, no one.
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
Oh, okay.
I think about this game a lot these days.
January 2010.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
This is a gigantic stage, my goodness. Jeez, that scared me. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are all at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Okay. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Go with number 1. Hello. Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Go with number 1. I am super scared right now. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's you that needs a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some drops to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Do they really? Oh. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I bet you learned to lean to the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? Let's go with number 3. You're messing it all up again! You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Do I have to go further? Okay. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness, my phone. I keep moving.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very helpful when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
June 2010. Mobius Strip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. What's going on? Captain, what can we do? Help, I'm blind. I can't see anything. What's going on? Someone talk to me. Yeah, you guys are gonna be killed by a gigantic door. Okay, so this is a puzzle.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
And there's a lamppost. Okay. So, does this just take me back down? No. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. I don't know. What? How do I solve this? I'm so confused right now. Do I have to go in this one? Oh, I think I get it. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So, where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.